Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of your pro wrestling pub trivia show, QUIZPLEX, here on Love Wrestling. My name is Zach Ralph. I am your host. As mentioned, this is a special edition of the show. We're not in our usual second to last Thursday spot of second to last Thursday of the month spot that we usually are. But when you have the caliber of guests that we have tonight and can help with an awesome cause like we're doing tonight, you gladly move nights like we're doing this evening. Michael Richard Blais is celebrating 20 years in the professional wrestling industry with the Infinity Gauntlet, an 8-hour wrestling match that it's also a fundraiser benefiting Stollery's Children's Hospital Foundation on May 13th. We're looking to help raise a little money towards the cause as well tonight on QUIZPLEX. You got the donation QR code right on the side here. I already saw a super chat from Pluggo. I missed reading it, but all that money is going to be going directly to Stollery. So with that being said, introducing your contestants, the first one is no surprise. He's the reason we're here celebrating 20 years in pro wrestling, the trainer of the Clandestine Wrestling Society, God's gift to wrestling, your savior, Michael Richard Blais. MRB, thanks for joining us, man.
Thanks for having me, man. I'm really appreciative of doing this, and I just hope we get some good donations for the Stollery through it and everything, and I really appreciate getting the word out, and I appreciate TJ and Brandon doing this, because I literally, I couldn't even be thinking of doing this, and I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for those two. So, yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like raising money, that's the goal. We're hoping to help out the Infinity Gauntlet this evening. Introducing your competitors. First, former co-PWA heavyweight champion alongside MRB, one half of the Western Lions with MRB, on a road trip through the U.S., from what I understand, and also one terrifying cowboy, Brandon Van Danielson. BVD, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. How's it going, guys?
Doing quite well. Thanks so much for being a part of tonight. This is going to be a lot of fun. And lastly, a man who needs very little introduction, but I insist on doing the honors. Two-time Stampede North American Heavyweight Champion, multiple-time Tag Team Champion, including 3 reigns in the WWE, reality television star, producer for the biggest professional wrestling company in the world, and the man who trained both of his QUIZPLEX competitors in the art of pro wrestling, TJ Wilson. TJ, thank you so much for doing this tonight, man.
Thank you. I'm very humbled by that. Thank you.
It's great to have you. TJ, I'm going to be honest, I might be a little starstruck throughout this evening. I'm a big fan of what you do, but it does not mean I will be going easy on you. I will not be going easy on anyone.
And just for the record, I think we're all vicariously living through BVD and his food adventures throughout America.
Yeah, it's been a fun time eating all the different food. And
I just wanted to say that.
What's the number one thing you've eaten so far in your adventures?
My favorite thing?
Yeah.
Probably the crab in Boston. It was called the shaken crab, and they had this big tin with all the garlic butter thrown over the corn and the crab and the shrimp, the huge shrimp. It was like a hell of a meal, that one.
I love how detailed it is.
Yeah, it was good.
Amazing.
Right? The beef's not quite the same once you leave Alberta. It's a little different. You'll find some good steaks. You'll find good steaks, but you grow up on that Alberta beef, you get really spoiled.
Yeah, nothing beats it. That's for sure.
Well, all the same, I'm glad you're having a great foodie adventure through the United States.
Appreciate it.
But, as mentioned, this is trivia, but it's also pub trivia. And what's pub trivia without a little bit of a drinking game? We always encourage responsible drinking here on Love Wrestling. Please know and respect your limits. But our little drinking game here is whenever my friend, our producer, Spencer Love, pops on in, you're invited to take a little sip with me. So, Spencer,
I'm admittedly not going to be here as often, mostly because it's Sunday, but partially because I got this little good boy hanging out in the corner.
He's got his tag team partner back there that he's got to take care of.
Good on you. You're already camera trained. Good job, Rep. What up? Okay, I'll see you later.
Oh my God.
I hope he's able to keep score while juggling Rip.
Doubt it.
He's not gonna have to.
No, he's a multitasker.
Both.
Be all right.
We got a big thumbs up from here. He's game to get it going. But gentlemen, let's talk a little bit about how QUIZPLEX is played and how you score points in this pro wrestling pub trivia. During the game, each round, each player will have the opportunity to answer 2 pro wrestling related questions. You're going to have 20 seconds to answer each of your questions verbally. If you get your first question right, we'll move immediately to your second question. While that active player is answering the question, the other players may also write the answer to the same question on their whiteboards. If the active player gets their question wrong, the other players can be awarded half points if the question on your whiteboard is correct. Correct answers for the active player are worth 100 points, and correct answers stolen from the active player are worth 50. Now, this is our first time on YouTube, so super chats are in effect. If you are watching live and you answer one of these questions with a super chat, we will show it the answer on screen, whether it's correct or not, which means you can affect the outcome of the game. If you drop an answer, whether it's correct or not, you can assist whoever the player is, or you can disrupt them. So please take the opportunity to do so. And once again, every cent of super chats will go directly to Stollery's Children's Hospital Foundation, benefiting the Children's Hospital, of course, in support of the Infinity Gauntlet. Gentlemen, are you?
What a great cause, MRB, and what a great and a hell of a thing to try to take on and tackle an 8-hour match. Man. I'm very intrigued in this whole thing.
TJ, what's the longest match you had in your career?
I did an hour long. It was a 4-way tag in PWA, funny enough. I wrestled a few hour-long matches, like in practice and stuff like that, but I've never, even in practice, obviously, I've never wrestled for 8 hours. When in the meat of training with Tokyo Joe, which was the hardest training of my whole life, the total training might be like 4 or 5 hours. But I mean, so an 8-hour commitment to wrestling is unbelievable.
Yeah. MRB, are you feeling up to that task?
I think so. I'm trying to think of it too much. Honestly, it's like mostly this guy's fault and BVE's, because like they're the ones that I train with so much, and like TJ pushed us and gave us the confidence and like this weird mindset of just pushing through anything. So like I wouldn't even be thinking of trying this if it wasn't for them. So
well,
I think I'll be able to get through it.
Not to interrupt MRB, but speaking of hour-long matches, like these two had an awesome Ironman match, MRB and BVD. What was that, a decade ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been 10 years ago now. I still think it might be my favorite match.
Man, we're revisiting some awesome Canadian professional wrestling history right here on QUIZPLEX. But with that, gentlemen, I rambled enough. I thank you for affording me the time to go through all the amazing details that we are covering tonight. But with that, let's play some QUIZPLEX. We are going to start by putting MRB in the hot seat. We're going to make you the active player for this for the first 2 questions of round 1. Your first question. And again, this is someone you're familiar with. What does the ninja portion of Canadian Ninjas stand for? Nicole Matthews and Portia Perez. We've got an acronym for ninjas.
What?
BVD, TJ, you have the opportunity to write the answers on your whiteboards while MRB is answering this question. If he doesn't get it, we'll give you half points if the answer on your whiteboard is.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
This is a tough one.
Not into no jobber asshole shitheads. I don't know. That's close.
A worthy shot.
I tried.
A worthy shot in the dark. Pluggo is saying the answer is armbar or wagon wheel for MRB.
I mean, oh my God, don't get me started on wagon wheels. I think BVD's against wagon wheels just like I am.
I was also
not a fan of that.
Yeah, no.
Natty Neidhart.
I don't
Italia.
I don't need to cheat. I can lose in honor.
We're not going to cheat in this household. We're going to play fair. Sending out a little shout out to everybody. What a great cause. I'm sorry to interrupt you guys, but just listening to what this is going for and how you guys are raising money for such a great cause. I just wanted to say the boat, the best of all time, self-proclaimed. I totally support this, so I'm really proud of you guys.
Chucky's it's over $3,000.
$3,000! Wow,
yeah, that's unbelievable.
Incredible.
He's done a great job.
I'm so proud of you guys. Anyway, I won't be cheating. I won't be whispering answers into his ear.
No offense, you'd have them wrong too, so it's okay.
Thanks.
Honor system. Sorry, go ahead.
I would have them wrong.
Well, I mean, like let's see how it went. Do you have any answers on your whiteboard or paper? BVD, TJ?
No, I got nothing. I have no idea.
I have nothing, man. I'm writing inch nails. Just asking. I literally don't know what it stands for. I know that team. I know that Portia Perez and Nicole Matthews were a team. But I didn't know that it was an acronym.
I didn't know it until Spencer informed me, and we both thought it would make an excellent trivia question. The correct answer is National International Nation of Jalapeno Awesomeness.
Okay, I mean,
that's about as random as what I said. So, like, I think I should get points for that.
Yeah, you know what? I'm known for throwing around random points, and you know what? I think you put in a worthy effort. I'm going to give both you and TJ a single point for that one.
Okay, I'll take that. That's fair.
There we go. Pardon?
I said 1-1-0. We got this.
Next question for MRB. Second question in round one. What WWE/WWF star used the finishing move, a gory special into a neck breaker, the Widow's Peak?
Victoria.
Victoria is indeed the correct.
I knew that he knew it. I knew it.
Thank God.
There we go. We are shifting gears. We're moving to the next active player. BVD, you are in the hot seat this time.
It's
Your
hot.
first of two questions. Randy Savage wrestled his last match in December of 2004. Who were his two tag team partners in that last match?
Yeah, that's a tough one. I honestly don't have a clue.
Do you want to take a shot in the dark?
Who are his two tag team partners in this last match?
Once again, if anyone wants to put a super chat in there, if you want to help BVD out, if you want to disrupt him, take the opportunity to do so. Super chat's going directly to Stollery's.
I'll just take a wild guess. Ric Flair and Arn Anderson.
I'm afraid that is not the correct answer.
Didn't think so.
It was worth a shot. MRB, TJ, what do you have on your?
I wrote James Storm and Chris Harris. I don't know if it's true, but I know it's that match. I know it's an Impact match.
Scott Hall
and Kevin Nash.
TJ, indeed, it was an Impact match, but his partners for that match were not a usual tag team. Jeff Hardy and AJ Styles.
Whoa.
Got it. Both guys got beaten. No big deal.
Darn straight. Brandon, how is your Star Wars knowledge?
Zero.
Okay.
Never seen one Star Wars movie ever.
Well, I got bad news because you got a Star Wars question, and it is pro wrestling related. Gotcha. What is the name of Mercedes Moné's character in the Star Wars series, The Mandalorian?
Oh, buddy, you got me there. I haven't a clue.
Fair enough. TJ, MRB?
Yeah, I know this one, thank God, or I'd be in big trouble.
You writing it down?
You know it, Chucky?
I don't know the actual name of her character, no.
All right.
I don't know.
Got Koska Reeves. That's indeed the correct answer. Half points for TJ on that one. Damn. I warned you guys, toughest Quizplex we've authored to date.
That took me a second. I remember I was like, I've seen it. If I've seen something in writing, I can remember it pretty 99% of the time.
You know, I'm a big fan of the show. I don't actually think the name Costco Reeves has ever been said. It's probably only ever existed in the written word.
Yeah. Oh, got it. I've only seen it on like Twitter and stuff, so that's how I figured it out.
Well, there you go. But TJ, you are next in the hot seat.
Oh, no.
You're going to close out round one with 2 questions for you. Your first question. On an episode of WCW Nitro, Brett competed in a match in memory of Owen Hart. Who was the special guest ring announcer?
Man.
Deep cut.
Yeah. Well, I know the match. I'm trying to remember the ring announcer. I mean, I know it isn't it. I'm gonna say Michael Buffer, but I know it wasn't Michael Buffer. I don't believe.
No, it wasn't Michael Buffer.
It would have to be somebody that. Yeah. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if these guys know it. I do not know.
I wrote down Michael Buffer too.
Yeah. I know the match well, but I don't know.
Anyone in the super chats want to help out MRB or BVD? Give it a few seconds there.
Super chat me, guys. I need to know.
I'm trying to think who it could even be. Because I know it obviously have to be somebody that's sentimental to Brett. That's in WCW at that time. Oh, I see it.
Blair says it's Harley Race. Does anyone want to claim that answer? Not TJ. TJ's already answered, but MRB.
I'll claim it.
You'll claim it? MRB, what about you?
I think I'll claim Harley Race too. That seems right.
Well, gentlemen, Harley Race was indeed the correct answer.
Oh,
Because it was in Missouri. It was in Kansas City, right?
Oh, yeah.
that makes sense.
I couldn't. Man, I have no recollection of that. I know the match. I know a lot of things. I remember the match, but I don't remember that part.
Oh yeah, like a absolutely stellar match. Like masterful technical wrestling. I didn't even know about this this little bit of trivia. This one was Spencer. Your next question.
You're slick, man.
A bit of a salute from the green room of on our dashboard here. Your second question, TJ, to close out round 2. Who did Jacqueline defeat to become the WWE Cruiserweight Champion in 2004?
Man, I know this. So I know this isn't the right answer. I know she beat Disco Inferno in 97, I believe. But I'm gonna guess. So it's funny. If you ask me stuff from when I'm a kid, like anything from till like the late 90s, I'll get it. But this little era is where I'm like going to Japan and I'm trying to find my way to get in there. So I'm not. I'm gonna go with Funaki.
I'm afraid Funaki is not the correct answer. I defer to MRB, BVD. Do you have an answer on your?
I'll take a guess.
Got Hurricane and Jamie Noble. The correct answer was actually Javo Guerrero Jr.
I thought
That makes sense.
but I was about to say him. I was good. I should have said it. I was going to say Funaki or Chavo, but I remember Funaki does become Cruiserweight champion at one point, right?
I think so. I think that was like I might be wrong as well, but I think that might have been the Sho Funaki era. Anyway, that's my shot in the dark as well. But with that, I'm going to invite. Sorry?
I said I went 0 for 2 on that one.
I'm going to invite Spencer to pop on in and let us know what the scoreboard looks like at the end of round 1.
We're tight at the end of round 1. BVD currently in 3rd place with a solid 50 points. TJ Wilson, because of chaos point number 1 from Zach, sitting in 2nd with 51. And MRB sitting on top with 151 after the first round. Thanks, Pluggo. Appreciate the late super chat here. We're $15 up so far. So
amazing.
Keep throwing those super chats in there. It's super
awesome
appreciated. Too. All of them are going towards, of course, the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation. I know we're going to keep repeating that, but it's an excellent cause right here in Edmonton, Alberta. So if anybody wants to give a hand, it is incredibly appreciated. I know I speak for everybody on that. I'm going to go find my dog.
While he finds his dog, like you mentioned, we're going to be repeating it a whole bunch, and super chats are certainly the most fun way to raise a little bit money. But also, as you can see on the side, we've got the QR code. If you want to scan that and just send a direct donation to Stollery's and the fundraiser, again, we're closing the gap between 3,000 and 4,000 awful quick. MRB, you're doing amazing work with this fundraiser, sir.
So amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Trying.
Well, with that, we're going to take a very short break. We're going to we'll be back in just 1 minute. So, top off your beverages, whatever you might need to do. And we'll be back with round 2 of QUIZPLEX in just a moment.
Hell yeah.
Well, wait. Hey, huge super chat. That was awesome.
Good guy right there.
Thank you very much, Byron. That's awesome. Well, that's a perfect way to jump in. In a career spanning 23 years with stops in the NWA, WCW, Ring of Honor, WWE, GCW, and many, many more, can you name a championship held by Jimmy Wang Yang?
Television championship.
I'm afraid that was not one of his titles.
No. Yeah.
I hear the scribbles.
WWE Tag Team?
WWE Tag Team. IC title. We worded this question particularly. We asked, can you name any championship that he held? Because the answer is no, you cannot. You cannot, because across 23 years, Jimmy Wang Yang has never held a championship.
Aw.
Well, that feels rude. That feels. I never did the bus like that on me. I mean, I feel like if I wouldn't have answered, would I have gotten it right?
I kind of had that in mind. Yeah, I think if you said you can't answer that one, I would have definitely thrown some points your way.
See, I was just trying to give him some street cred.
And we are back, and I want to ask our current competitors: would you have gotten that question right? Would you have gotten which belts has Jimmy Wang Yang ever won in his 23-year career?
I could have sworn he
I
did
wouldn't
win
have
the
gotten that one
cruiserweight.
right.
No. Sorry, MRB, I missed that one.
I could have sworn he did win the cruiserweight title at some point in WWE.
That's what I thought, but like
That's what I
what
thought too.
Yeah. Like when I learned that piece of trivia, I'm like, I have to research. That can't be possibly right. He must have won something, but no. 23 years of dodging gold.
And he's talented too, man. He's awesome.
He's great. I loved like the Flying Elvis's stuff, and
I wrestled him a few times. He's awesome. He's really good.
who went over?
I think we've done both. We've done both.
Okay.
We wrestled a few times. He was a tag with Slam Master Jay for a little while, but I wrestled him in a couple singles matches too.
Right on. Jimmy Wang Yang, again, like we're not trying to like throw Jimmy Wang Yang under the bus. We've got a lot of love for Jimmy Wang Yang, but that's just a cool piece of trivia that we had to share.
Man,
here on.
Like baffling. I would have never guessed.
I can't even think like he wasn't like a job guy. Like this is someone who had wins under his belt, and 23 years, no belts, crazy. With that, let's jump into round 2. Once again, gameplay is the exact same. 2 questions, active players, correct answer. But what's different is the scoreboard. Correct answers for the active player worth 200 points.
Big
correct
money.
answers stolen from the active player are worth 100. And once again, super chats can put correct answers or false answers, and we will put them on the screen all the same. So take the opportunity to assist or disrupt the contestants here on QUIZPLEX. MRB, you were the point leader. So again, our questions get harder and harder. We're going to put the person at the tail end of the scoreboard up first.
I think we got one right between.
Oh, dude, I was not joking. This is a challenging game.
Yeah.
Brandon.
Yes, sir.
Pardon me?
I didn't realize I had to study for this. I should have been watching Peacock, man.
BBD, your first question. What was the name of Jimmy Hart's rock band prior to becoming a wrestling personality?
Yeah. I feel like at some point
Well, you know what? If it's on the tip of your tongue, I'm going to defer to the super chats because, again, guys, if you put a correct answer, I think BVD is going to recognize it. So if you want to throw out the assist,
help me out here.
Please feel encouraged to do so. We will put correct or incorrect answers on the screen. but I think you might be left on your own.
Maybe.
Red.
Like if you were to ask me what Giant Baba's favorite McDonald's burger is, I could tell you that. But this question, I don't know. It's the filet fish, but that's not for this question. Yeah, dude, I have no clue, man.
No, don't want to take a shot at a show.
It's not. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. TJ, MRB.
I'm just writing right now.
Mine's just generic, but like Heartbreakers, maybe.
Oh, that's a good name.
I think you're right, Chucky.
I know this isn't it. This might be this either is his group or it's later on. It's a group he works with, I believe, but the Wrestling Boot Traveling Band. But I don't think that's it.
Yeah, that's certainly later on because before he became a wrestling personality, it was the Gentrys.
Got it.
Oh,
Remember Harry had this
Ophelia
that's wild.
CD from like WCW like '94. It was, and I remember there's these Jimmy Hart songs on there. Pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about that. That guy, he says Jimmy Hart doesn't even know this. I don't know about that, man. That guy is so smart.
A wealth of knowledge, Lawrence, with the one-liner there.
Looks exactly the same.
Pluggo saying "headlock in my heart," and I'm not going to take the time to unravel why that's a bit of a soft spot for me here on Love Wrestling. That's a tale for another time. Thank you, Pluggo. Once again, thanks everyone for dropping those super chats. Even if we missed the boat on dropping an answer, it's still going to a great cause. So thank you very much for taking the time to do so. BVD, your second question.
Okay.
Who did Bart Gunn knock out to win the Brawl for All and earn his spot at WrestleMania?
Steve Williams.
That's round one.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, we should have rephrased this question. This should be who did he knock out in the finals of the Brawl for All to earn his spot at WrestleMania?
Fuck, I should know this.
Because again, Williams was supposed to win the thing.
Yeah,
That's who they hedged their bets on.
Definitely.
Damn it! I watched that documentary not too long ago, and it's not coming to me. Maybe somebody in the chat can help me out.
Super chats. Ophelia, your answer came in late, so
Yeah,
okay, Blair saying Bradshaw.
Yeah, I'll go with that. If I
That's what I had.
I'll be able to.
You're going with Bradshaw?
Yeah.
Okay, that's indeed the correct answer. BVD with Blair on the assist. You get points right there, sir. Well done. Well done. Again, this is the first time we've introduced the whole super chat gimmick to QUIZPLEX, and I think it's working out really nicely. And
I love it.
Yeah, this is fun.
Hey, they're smarter. They're smarter than me.
Law of large numbers, sir. TJ, you are in the hot seat next. What do we got for you? Here we go. Oh, this is a tough one. I don't know. Maybe it's not as tough as I'm estimating. But aside from one of the Godfather's companions, name two of the three women who have held the WWF Hardcore Championship.
Two of three women. I'm gonna guess Jacqueline. I'm trying to remember in that. And Victoria?
I'm afraid that is not the correct answer.
Wow.
No. BVD, MRB.
I'll try.
We got Jazz and Molly.
Oh,
I have Jacqueline and Miss Kitty.
Oh man, we've got one correct answer in the group, but again, I was looking for at least two for on one answer. The correct answer, Mighty Molly, which BVD got. Dustin got this as well. Molly and Trish. Trish Stratus also held it, as did Terry. Dustin, Dustin! Holy cow!
Yeah, nice.
$30.
Hell yeah, Dustin.
Damn. Thank you, dude.
Thanks for schooling too. Two of my co.
Oh.
I knew they were women's champions.
For sure. But again, those were they held the hardcore champion for I think days at a time, if that. I think Mighty Molly might have only held it for a brief segment at WrestleMania or whatnot. Sorry, TJ?
Yeah, that makes sense. I just slipped my mind.
All good, all in good fun. But your second question, again, you talked about how you're better, you're well versed in your like childhood at pro wrestling. So I think you might get this one. What was the name of Andre the Giant and Haku's tag team?
Oh, Colossal Connection.
Bingo. Well done, sir.
Got it.
200 points right there. Not even time for the super chats to come in. But with that, MRB, we're putting you in the hot seat again. Hardest questions of round 2 are going to you.
Please.
The hardest.
I've lost. Oh no, here it is. Okay, your first of 2.
Already hard, bro.
I know. This is the hardest one to date. Who is the only women's wrestler to have competed at both WrestleMania and WCW Starrcade? Just to be clear, not WWE's. Sorry?
Molly Holly.
Molly Holly is not the correct answer, sir.
What?
Okay, then it's
What? Spencer, can you fact check that? Like MRB spoke with a lot of confidence there. Like, do you have like a citation that maybe I missed? Like, did Molly compete WCW?
I'm thinking as the manager for like Randy Savage.
Okay. We are certainly speaking like they competed in a wrestling match.
Garbage. Do I get to answer again?
Maybe next round.
Okay.
Sorry, I got distracted. Is that Stephen Crow's gear behind you?
Yeah, Stephen Crow's gear and the clandestine society robe.
Marvelous.
Hanging out behind me here. Yeah, we air them out to dry on my squat rack. So.
So TJ. Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, TJ, I cut you off there.
No. Is Blair correct here?
I cannot confirm that until I get the answers from your whiteboards and paper.
My answer is Alundra Blais / Medusa.
What do you got?
Saying this, it's probably wrong, but Tori Wilson, I doubt it though.
Indeed. TJ, you got it correct. I don't know if Blair was trying to throw everyone off, but indeed, the correct answer was Alundra Blais / Medusa. So well done there.
Heck yeah.
Okay. Your second question, MRB. This is how we're going to close off round 2. What decade was the first studio wrestling television show recorded? What decade?
Studio? 1970?
I'm afraid that's not correct, sir.
Shit.
Damn. This is what I thought.
I mean, we can give you another few seconds. We can see if any super chats want to jump in.
That's what I had to.
60s. We got 60s. Okay. The correct answer, I was actually quite surprised to hear this, was the 40s.
I knew it was going to be ridiculous.
Yeah. What? December 18th, 1942 at WRBG TV I am not very well traveled. I'm not sure I could pronounce the name of this town from New York.
Got it.
Schenectady?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
That one is.
Do you know?
Have you been there on your trip so far, BVD?
Never heard of Schenectady. No.
never heard of no Schenectady. I haven't had any breakfast there.
No.
BVD is gonna go explore and find out what they're known for.
Yeah, I'll go check out Schenectady and let you guys know what it's all about.
Go find out what food do they best serve.
Yeah, that's right. What do they know?
Well, when you do find out, sir, we invite you back to the show and tell us about your travels to Schenectady.
Yeah, I'd love
Boris.
To let you guys know.
My God, Boris.
That's another great guy.
Damn.
Wow.
Great guy, LPW commentator,
he's riding the high right now. The Oilers advanced yesterday, so he's real happy.
He's also, I always mention this every time this thing comes up with his gauntlet thing. He's the only other person that's going the full 8 hours straight with me because he's not jumping off commentary at all because he's wild.
Oh yeah,
so he's probably gonna lose his voice.
Wow.
Yeah, good for it's Scott Neck.
Thank you, JPG.
Neck titty.
Ska neck tidy.
Tidy.
Ska neck tidy. Again, I don't want to bury the lead of that last super chat. Boris, thank you very much for your generous donation. That is absolutely outstanding. MRB, I didn't realize that Boris was doing commentary. That's awesome.
Yeah, he's gonna do the commentary for the live stream, and I told him, I was like, dude, you can like jump in and out, and we can have other people go on, like they can talk. And he was like, no, I'm doing it. I'm going the whole 8 hours with you. And I was like, okay, that's on you, man.
He's trying to do Michael Cole WrestleMania. 35 in New York.
Yeah, that's true. That's wild.
Oh man, Michael Cole was an absolute trooper that night. Like I had all the empathy in the world when he was like really at the end of his vocal cords there.
He's got to be the happiest man in the world that it's 2 days.
I'm sure. And as a fan, we are there with him, certainly. Spencer, so why don't you pop on in and tell us what the scoreboard is looking like, and if you've taken the time to do so, and I couldn't blame you if you can't keep up, wondering what the Super Chats total is, it might be.
I got you covered. You think I'm a bad producer here, Zach? We've done.
No, I think you're distracted by an adorable dog.
Okay.
Is what.
You know what? He found a spot at the front door. We're set for the next little bit. I'll check on him in the little minute and a half we've got here. We're gravy, baby. Unfortunately, your previous round's leader, Michael Richard Blais, has dropped from first to third. Not picking up a single point in round 2, sitting at 151 points. Brandon Van Danielson sitting in second with 250. And TJ Wilson sitting in first place, 301 points for you, friend.
301.
Holy sweet shit. Here's another individual that we got a lot of love for. Thank you, Fitzy.
Oh, damn, Pat.
Hell of a guy.
Wild.
With that, your live total for donations thus far is $180 towards the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation. You guys rock. Thank you.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
The super chat's awesome. I love it.
This is a lot of fun, and it's gotten me thinking.
People, man, and I understand what it, to part with your money is not. There's a lot of different ways to do that. So to give it to charity is a hell of a thing to do. And there's my man Byron with another one.
Byron, thank you, pushing us up to $217. $207. There we go. I'll math properly, I promise.
You guys are wild. Thank you.
Great people.
Absolutely.
Zach, you ready to throw to a break, my friend?
Yeah, let's take one more 1 minute break as we gear up for the final round. But quickly before I do so, want to thank one of the people who keep the lights on here at Love Wrestling. And that's, of course, one half of the LPW Tag Team Champions, Rich King of RK Athletics. If you're in the Edmonton area and you're looking for a personal fitness trainer, Rich King might be the person that you want to speak to, because not only do you have like all these amazing online resources available to you at rkathletics.ca, but he's also just one of the most personable people that you could ever really approach. Because again, you don't have to do it through the website. You want to shoot him a DM over on Twitter or on Instagram at rkathletics1. He is ready to help you out from there. Start chasing your dreams with RK Athletics. And with that, Spencer, now I am ready to jump to a short break, and we will be back with more QUIZPLEX. Who won the very first Elimination Chamber match?
I'm tossing around two names, and my gut says Ron Van Dam, my brain says Triple H. I'm going to go Triple H.
I'm afraid Triple H is not the correct answer. Ben, Sal, show me what you have on your whiteboards. We got HBK, Shawn Michaels with awful gear.
Oh, was that the brown?
You know what? Sal deserves 10 extra points.
Hold off on that, because we, again, like I said, there's a theme for both of these questions. Boris,
awful
your
gear?
second question. Yeah. What was the color of Shawn Michaels' gear in the Elimination
That's
Chamber?
The horrible brown pants. That's the horrible pants, right?
Yep. A highly unflattering brown. I couldn't ask for a better sequitur there, Sal.
Oh, yes.
You're welcome.
A highly unflattering brown. I didn't even see that before.
It was terrible. It was terrible. Doesn't have love for Shawn Michaels, but that brown gear was certainly a choice.
That one I would have got. I just watched that match a couple days ago.
I've heard a lot of like mixed things about like why he was wearing brown. Like most of the most prevailing theory is that like his gear wasn't finished. Do you perhaps have any insight on that, TJ?
That's all the same I've heard too, is that his gear wasn't finished. It's really funny. I don't, because I have a friend who's a big Shawn Michaels fan. You know, as many are obviously, but he remember him trying to like stand up and pretend like that gear was really good, and he was actually trying to claim it was some kind of like bluish color. I said, dude, it's brown. And it doesn't look like it's finished. And he had the short haircut then too.
Yeah, like
the bob.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he had bad hair in that match.
It was a choice, but it was a great one. JPJ, what a great cause. Awesome to see this happening with these great contestants. TJ, big fan. Hopefully to get an interview at some point. MRB, you know I love you. JPJ, TJ, this is one of the guys that is one of the best interviewers I have come across in my travels here at Love Wrestling.
For sure.
Sorry, I cut you off there.
Oh, no. I said we'll work on that down the road for sure. Doing an interview. No problem.
Would love to hear that. Would love to hear that. Gentlemen, we are moving into the third and final round. Gameplay is well, actually, it's a little bit different, but the big changes are the scoreboard. This is one question this round. And if you get your correct answer correct when you are the active player, you are awarded 500 points. If you steal from the active player, you get 250. And once again, super chats, feel free to assist. Feel free to disrupt. You've already done marvelously tonight. We've raised a huge chunk of change for the Infinity Gauntlet, benefiting the Stollery's Children's Hospital. And if you want to continue to do so, we love you all the more for it. So with that, third and final round, lots of opportunity to flip the scoreboard. But with that, MRB, you are very much in the hot seat first, being at the tail end of the leaderboard.
Oh.
Your question, sir. Oh boy, these ones are hard. What year was the NWA founded?
Somebody help me. I'm begging you.
Yeah, let's defer to the super chats. We've got time. We'll afford you a little more than the 20 seconds than we usually do. Let's see if there's a couple answers that come in from the super chats. Let's see who wants to assist.
Pluggo, JPJ, somebody go to Wikipedia. Help me out here, please.
That's a tough one, yeah.
If nobody slides in soon, I'm gonna say like 1908 or something weird like that. It's got to be early.
It's got to be early.
Do TJ BVD? I won't hold you to your answers, but I'm wondering if you already have something on your whiteboard. Yeah, I'll afford you the opportunity to change it if something comes in through.
I do, but I think it's really wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
I threw a number down, but what are the odds of it being right?
Totally fair. Spencer, is anything coming in through the chat? No, I'm afraid nothing's coming in. You're on your own.
I'm gonna go with like 19. Actual answer, maybe like 1942.
I'm afraid that is not the correct answer. BVD, TJ.
I'm not going to change my answer, but okay, he has 60. I have 53.
60 and 53. There is no points awarded for this very difficult question. But MRB, by Price is Right rules, you were the closest without going over. The correct answer was 1948. So one more chaos point 48. For you as well.
So do 40. I get like 5 chaos points because of the round?
No.
5. Oh.
Pluggo, I got nothing, my friend. That said, I love you all with another $5 super chat. Pluggo, marvelous hero. Thank you very much. With that, we move on to Brandon Van Danielson. Your question for the third and final round of QUIZPLEX.
All right.
Spencer, you want to cycle? Oh, no. I meant like no. There we go. That's what I meant to do. The hot seat must be respected. Your question, sir. C Murder was the musician behind the iconic NWO Wolfpack theme. He also reimagined a WWF theme song for the album WWF Aggression. Whose theme?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. Booker T's.
Wasn't Booker T. Did anyone else know this album, like in the group here? WWF Aggression? Anyone else have it?
I think I had it, maybe.
I remember the album.
It was all like rock and like rap remixes of people's themes, wasn't it?
That was exactly it. Blair says it's the Brood. I don't know if TJ or MRB wants to claim that.
I mean, it's probably right, but it's definitely not. I don't even know if I have one. I had maybe Godfather.
I had Taz.
You have Taz. So, TJ, am I understanding correctly? You're claiming
Godfather.
You're claiming Godfather as well?
Yeah, but and I'm sure it's incorrect. But I remember there's an X-Pac one. I remember that.
Yeah, I think it was a DX one done by Run DMC. There might have been an X-Pac
using it.
Yeah,
a little bit, I think.
Well, you know what, gentlemen? You should have gone with Blair's answer. Blair had it absolutely correct. There's a Gangrel and the Brood.
I'm gonna add one more down. I'm gonna go download that. I'm gonna go find that because that Wolfpack song is so awesome.
Oh, it's great. The whole WWF Aggression album. I'm not really a rap fan myself, but I remember like teenage Zach really enjoying that stuff that album back in the day.
That's awesome.
TJ, the third and final question of round 3, the last question of QUIZPLEX. Are you ready, sir?
I think so.
Excellent. Your question: who was the first double champion in WWF history?
Chris Jericho.
I'm afraid that is not.
Answer?
Sorry.
Oh, I think I know the answer, but I already said Jericho. I think I know the real answer.
You don't want to change it? I won't hold you to Jericho.
These guys can play for it if they know it.
Okay. MRB, BVD.
And then if they don't get it, I'll take it back. But I think I know.
I don't really have anything. I don't think I know it.
No?
No.
Shawn Michaels?
Got Shawn Michaels. BVD's not coming in an answer.
No,
I'll give another 10 seconds or so for the super chats if they want to throw something in. I don't think anything else is coming in. TJ, you want to change it up?
I'll go with Ultimate Warrior, WrestleMania 6.
That would have been my guess too, but it wasn't the Ultimate Warrior. We're actually going back to 1980. The correct answer, the first double champion in WWF history was Bob Backlund.
Oh, what?
Held the WWF champion. Yeah, well, here's the thing. He was WWF champion. Him and Pedro Morales won the tag team championship, but they vacated it later that night. So they didn't even have a run. But on the record book, first double champion.
I remember like in magazines when I was younger, and it would say like Pedro Morales was like a quick trivia answer of like, I think at the time, maybe tag team intercontinental. Does he win the world title too?
I think so.
Yeah. I think he had all three. I remember like, cause when Brett did it, I thought Brett was the first. And I remember I'd see it in like magazine stuff that Pedro, I believe, was first. And I could be wrong about that.
Yeah, that resonates. I think I'm with you there. Alex has a question for TJ. What are your thoughts on Rhea Ripley and Dominic and any funny stories? We're in the Q&A part of the show, and
I love it. They're doing awesome. I think Dom's one of my favorite people to watch right now, by far. I don't miss his segments no matter what I'm doing. In terms of funny stories, this isn't like, this isn't funny, but a couple little Dom stories are the first time where Ray loves telling this story, but the first time it's during the pandemic, we're at the Performance Center, and he comes in and he attacks Seth with the kendo stick, and maybe and Buddy Murphy. I was watching that with Vince, just the two of us in a room, watching it together. I was going to run something by Vince, and he said, well, can we watch this first? And I thought, when am I ever going to watch wrestling, just me and Vince, ever? So, because he normally has, there's a million people. It's a busy show. So literally Vince and I sat and watched that segment without just saying a word. And then we discussed it after. And Ray loves that story. And another one would be WrestleMania this year, where I have this funny thing where I like being the last one off the bus. I like everyone getting off before me. And we get to the hotel after WrestleMania. It was night one, so Ray and Dom wrestled that day. And Dom is the most respectful kid ever, so he won't get off the bus. And he keeps making up an excuse. TJ, I have a lot of bags. I said, hey, Dom, you can go first. I said, you got your stuff? No, just no rush. And he went to like get up for a second, and I realized like we were both extra stubborn, and it was a respect thing. And so I got up. I went to get off the bus, and I stopped. I said to him, hey, don't ever change. Then I took a step. I stopped. I turned back around. I said, hey, listen, you can change a little bit. Everybody changes a little bit. Just don't go too crazy. And he just laughed. He's a great kid. Like all the little things that you're looking for in terms of backstage etiquette and things like that. And he improves in the ring weekly, but his backstage stuff, and I text Ray this that night, his backstage etiquette is unmatched. He's a world champion in his backstage etiquette already. So, man, I'm just a fan. I'm a big fan. I've known him for a very long time, and to see what he's becoming and to try to use a little bit of vision and see what he's going to become is very fun for me.
Marvelous. Thank you for sharing that story.
Yeah.
I mean, I wasn't expecting to do a bit of Q&A, but that was a great opportunity by forgive me, I've lost track of who asked that in the super chat. Alex, thank you very much.
First, I thought about Plexus.
But with that, let's take a look at the scoreboard as we finish it out. Spencer, hop on in. Tell us what we're looking at.
Saved me a lot of proverbial ink through the last round because no points awarded through round 3. So unfortunately, I guess I should say 1 point awarded. Michael Richard Blais earning 1 chaos point, bumping up to 152. Brandon Van Danielson finishing in second with 250. And how appropriate is it? TJ Wilson finishing in first place with 301 points. It is obligatory. We need a victory speech out of you, TJ. So the floor is yours.
Wow. So I just want to, thank you to my fellow contestants. Thank you to Zach, the host, and Spencer for keeping score. Thank you to the super chat for giving me the answers so I could win. I really appreciate it. Without you guys, I might be second place. So thank you.
Well said. But again, as cool as that scoreboard is, oh my God. Sorry, $100.
Hell yeah, man.
You're a wild man.
It's funny. I get that a lot about the birthday thing. My thing is on my birthday, like on all social media, but on Facebook, I just get flooded. It takes me days to respond back to the messages and posts. So I try to like message everybody on their birthday when it comes up on my Facebook notifications, just because the love and support for 16 years on Facebook has been crazy. So I just try to reciprocate it back. But I've pulled up to arenas and I've had fans yell like, "You wish me happy birthday every year," and I was thinking like, it really is me. It's not a fake account.
Still all the same. PJC, what a donation.
Amazing.
Thank you.
And that $100 is a lot of money to part with.
Yeah,
it truly is.
So much.
Boris knows.
Boris gets the birthday message each year. But Spencer, what does that total us out to with super chats?
That total brings us, and PJC, thank you personally on my end too. That total brings us for tonight's edition in 53 minutes. We have raised $357 more for the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation. We're going to round that up. Ophelia, holy shit. We are now
oh my God.
$457 for tonight's edition of QUIZPLEX. Just thank you, MRB. I hate to throw you on the spot, man, but this is your thing. We wouldn't be doing this without you being a crazy son of a bitch. So you close her out here, my friend. It's all you.
Oh, man. Just thank you guys so much for all those donations tonight and just the support in general for this whole crazy thing. It's just a crazy idea I had for fun to do with my friends, and you guys have been so supportive of everything. And I think actually after all those donations, now it's pushed us well over $4,000 on the whole fundraiser so far. So we're getting really close to the $5,000 goal, and we're still 2 weeks away from the first bell even happening. So I can't really begin to explain how much I appreciate all of your guys' support. And like TJ kept saying throughout all this, like everybody knows how much it is to part with like your money, and the fact that you guys are willing to do that to support this and the fundraiser and charity is just, it means a lot to me. And this like whole wrestling community, it's been my favorite thing in life since I was 13, and this just keeps showing the reasons why. So thank you guys.
Yeah, I love the wrestling community. I can't speak highly enough about it. Through my experiences in 28 years, I've been in the wrestling business, and I'm not even gonna touch on like any of the bad story, but like the most like a good super high percentage of the people I've come across both in the ring and outside as fans, unbelievable. I absolutely love the wrestling community. It's been 28 years since I've been I've been a part of it, and it's much like MRB said. It is a huge piece of my life, if not the majority or the whole thing. I can't say enough great things about the wrestling community, both the fans and the performers themselves on all levels that I've come across.
Absolutely outstanding. This has filled my heart. What a amazing edition of QUIZPLEX, raising money again. MRB, more power to you on this absolutely outstanding cause, and I'm glad that we were able to raise a little bit of awareness and help raise a little bit of money for, again, thank you so much to everyone in that. I'm at a loss for words. I always am with these huge outpourings of emotion, but once again, everyone, thank you so much for your super chats. Thank you for making this an outstanding game of QUIZPLEX. Spencer, I've lost track. Are we supposed to wrap up at this point?
Don't worry, friend, but I'm going to be repeating a lot of the same shit you just were. Guys, we can't thank you enough. Don't forget, though, tonight's edition of QUIZPLEX closed out the month of April, but it does not close out your opportunities to donate. We've got the little QR code there on the side that'll be up for the next couple of minutes while we close it out. But make sure you head to clandestinewrestlingsociety.com/infinity. I got that right, yeah, MRB?
Yeah, you got it right. Got all
Look at me.
there.
Look at me. We'll be heading to clandestinewrestlingsociety.com/infinity. You can find all the information you would possibly need about the matches themselves, the match itself. Jesus, it's 8 hours in one match. The match itself, every place you can donate, everything in between. I can't say enough great things about Michael Richard Blais. I know I speak for myself when I say I wouldn't be here without him, but you guys wouldn't be here without him doing great things for the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation. They do great work here in Edmonton, Alberta. So if you've got the opportunity to support over the next just under 2 weeks, please do so. It's all going to a great cause. I can speak from personal experience. Hi, Rip. Welcome back, you goof. You were so nice over the last little bit. So make sure you support if you've still got the opportunity. Zach, I've got to throw it back to you. I'm sorry, dude.
No, all good, my friend. All good, my friend. Thank you very much for joining us on QUIZPLEX. Please hit all those links that Spencer just dropped. Follow at Love Wrestling CA on all social media platforms, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Keep an ear to the ground because, again, we got a new QUIZPLEX happening later this month with returning champion Thaddeus Archer III and Pollo Del Mar and Thrillbilly Silas. And, again, this whole experience with the super chats, raising a little money, got me rethinking how QUIZPLEX is going to operate going forward. So please stay tuned for that. BVD, TJ, MRB, thank you very much for your time this evening.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, thank you very much. I love the black cat, by the way.
This is Ticket. He is a troublemaker.
How old is he?
He was 5 when, oh, geez, he must be nearing 15 now, this old man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. That's beautiful, cat. I had a little black girl I had to put down last summer, but she was 13.
Oh, geez, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah. We love our cats. We love our pets, man. But with that, I think that was QUIZPLEX. We are going to be back on the second to last Thursday of May. And thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you once again for the super chats, and we will be back soon.
Thank you, guys.